are you?
I'm working as fast as I can, you blood-sucking bastards! Ursine's claws. I thought I'd be digging forever. Thanks.
You don't smell like the Grey Host. Run before they catch you too. You set me free? I owe you one.
Damn vampires, working us like dogs. Finally. Thank you, stranger.
We should not linger, Edya. The Grey Host could find us at any moment.
Head to the surface. I need to fulfill my end of our bargain. You actually did it. You freed my pack. Now it's my turn. If Exarch Zingalis took Fëanorian, and I'm pretty sure he did, you'll find them both in the ruined Dwarven Tower. It's difficult to get inside if you're not a vampire, but I know a way. Like I said, Zingalis' helper made a mistake. Forgot to fasten my chains after one of my tortures. I slipped away, crawled along some pipes, and fell into a chamber with one of those dwarven lifts. There was also a door, the one behind me. It'll get you close. There's a big door that leads into Zingalis' lair, but it's sealed. You need to figure out the dwarven mechanism to open it. Then make your way to the experimentation chamber. That's probably where he's keeping Fëanorian. The door's over here. Hurry, before they spot us.
Definitely dwarven. Watch out for traps. Must be the door Edyar mentioned. Sealed tight. Something turned on. Keep going. The gear started moving. You must be doing something right. That sounded promising. Let's try the door. This chamber's been used recently. Let's look around. That's an ugly plant. Must be the nether root mentioned in the note. Why does everything connected to vampires involve blood? That was Fen. We need to keep moving.
It fights against its nature, Altmer. Only to breathe.
Just the deceiving son of a strange brother, forced to deny his nature.
Smell. It's overpowering. We need to shut down those machines. That's poison. Why are they spraying it on those plants? More of that nether root. Turn off those sprayers or we'll never get across this chamber. The mist from that sprayer changed. Keep going. No, not that valve. I think you figured it out. That did something. You seem to be on the right track. You did it! Now we can cross the chamber. Sure as bones, that stone husk is moving.
A shame he could not be recruited to a noble cause.
The machine will finish him momentarily, my lord.
Finish your work here, Singalis, and join me in the keep. You must bear witness when we make our move.
Of course, Rada al-Saran. I am eager to see the power of our ultimate Harrow Storm. New test subjects. Just in time. This one is about spent. Will do well in my machine. There's an art to pacifying uncooperative specimens. I cannot wait to cut open your skull. It's too late. Go. One soldier. You should have left me. Go warn Solitude. Thicc, Singalis, and Rada al-Saran talked freely while they tortured me. They're planning some sort of assault on Solitude. A massive Harrow Storm. I need blood. But I won't drink from an unwilling person. In this state, even with a willing participant, I don't trust my restraint. If I only had my flask. My flask. Thank you, my friend. Rada al-Saran is the one they call the Ashen Lord, leader of the Grey Host. He and Singalis often went into the nearby sanctum to talk. I heard a few words. Map. Plan. But I couldn't make out the rest. Yes. Yes. Once I take a long drink from my flask, I'll join you.
Take your time. You've been through a lot.
They did whatever they wanted. I couldn't stop them. Thicc Singalis was insane. But he was also a genius. If he kept records, they'll be in here.
I see a map. So, partner, what did you find? We set out to find Fen and bring him back to Solitude. Along the way, we learned more about our true enemy, killed one of their leaders, and acquired some valuable intelligence. That's a victory in my book. Not that I can think of. I'll make sure that Fen makes it to the Blue Palace. We'll meet you there. And don't forget that map and communique. Come on, Fen. Princess Svana herself requested your presence at the Blue Palace.
I don't believe I'm very good company right now.
Come on, Fen. We'll help you through this.
It's true. The Reach attacked Morthal. The Jarl's soldiers put a stop to it, as I understand it.
That's nothing. I heard something happened in
Well?
You are welcome here, Fenorian of House Ravenwatch.
I don't know what to say.
By all the Mead and Sovngarde, it's good to see you and the others. Your vampire scholar seems out of sorts, but I'm glad to make his acquaintance. Lyris tells me you ran into a bit of trouble. Care to explain? And I can't wait to hear all the details. In the meantime, let's take a look at what you found and try to devise a plan. Lyris didn't say much, but she indicated that time is short. Here, take this. You deserve a lot more, but it's all I can spare. The information you brought back from Blackreach might give us a fighting chance. Let's put our heads together and figure out how to use what you learned. My father be damned! The Grey Host? Where have I heard that name? Meanwhile, my father rounded up the Herald and moved his soldiers to the outer walls. Then he ordered the quartermaster to stockpile Castle Dower. He's preparing Solitude to withstand a long siege. That might work against a mob of Reachmen, but thick walls can't stop a Herostorm. Any war we try to wage will be over before it starts if we don't find a way to stop them. Fen knows more about the storms than me. See what he suggests. Talk to Fen. If he has any bright ideas, I'd love to hear them. Magister Fridelia has been studying the Icereach Coven medallion, but she hasn't had a lot of success. She seems even less confident about reproducing their protective enchantment now.
I know what you need me to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus on the mission, just like Verandis taught me. Could you show me the research you recovered from Exarch Singalis' laboratory? These notes prove my theory. Netherroot is the key component of the Herostorm ritual. It's like a poison for the soul. Weakens the bonds to the body so it can be pulled free. They're harvesting life energy from anyone caught in the storms. I'm guessing, but it may have something to do with those stone husks we saw. Remember how the werewolf emerged from one? And look at the mixture you retrieved. It isn't like the residue we recovered from the witch pike. It's more concentrated. It's certainly what Singalis' notes imply. Despite how it looks, a plan is formulating in my mind. I think I can create an elixir, but I'll need more of this refined Netherroot brew. And we need to solve the mystery of the Coven medallions. I know what you need me to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus.
The map we found in Singalis' sanctum. See those marks? Grey Host sites that correspond to the communique we found. I know a commander's map when I see one. Each of those marks matches a location mentioned in the communique from Rada al-Saran, the leader of the Grey Host. I can already see where we need to go. That mark on the northwest coast, that's an Icereach Coven camp. The communique mentioned needing more medallions. Odds are, they come from there. And here, a Midland camp between Dragonbridge and Morthal. It's a staging ground for the Herostorms. More than likely. Those two locations should provide what Fen needs to finish his elixir. We can't bet everything on that, though. The communique mentions a warlord's camp in Blackreach. Maybe we can learn more about their ultimate plan there. Svanna, Fen, and I will divvy up the camps and scout ahead. Fen should investigate the coastal camp. I'll take the Midlands camp. That leaves Svanna with Blackreach. Meet up with each of us when you're ready. Then we'll hit each camp in turn. We don't have a lot of solid details, just what we've pieced together from the Grey Host's notes and communique. But I'll answer your questions the best I can. Which camp did you want to ask about?
What?
A fascinating application of the technique.
I must finish this. Just arrived. Don't worry, I found something to keep me occupied. A bold move setting up camp in the midst of the Western Holds. I'll say this for the Grey Host. They aren't afraid to draw attention to themselves. I learned a few things while I was waiting for you to show up. It's just as we thought. The Grey Host is using this camp as a supply depot for their raids across the countryside. I saw stacks of witch pikes, rows of reliquaries, and jars of what I assume is the refined netherroot brew. Right. And I heard the camp leader, a nasty creature named Sableye, tell his troops to make sure to use the new supply that just arrived from Blackreach. Let's go grab a jar or two.
You know what the Grey Host does with spies? We eat them.
No jars in this cart. Let's try another one. I'll take that one. Not this card either. I hope we didn't miss it.
Stop them, my packmates. I'll give this brew to the witches.
Sableye has the brew. Let's find him before he gets away.
with spies, we eat them.
You got a jar of the refined brew? Let's talk over here. Luck was with us. If we had reached this camp even a few moments later, Sableye would have gotten away with the Netherroot brew. After all this trouble, Fen better be able to use it to make his elixir. I'll take the jar of refined Netherroot brew to Solitude. We'll meet up in Svanna's chambers when everyone gets back from their missions. I hope they're all right. Fen has proven himself, especially after what happened in Blackreach. House Ravenwatch, they're unusual as far as bloodsuckers go. As for Svanna, she's braver than I originally thought. Anyway, meet me in Solitude after you finish up.